The United States has announced that it carried out what it described as deadly strikes against terrorist targets in Nigeria, a claim made public by former U.S. President Donald Trump and amplified by sections of the Western media. According to the statement, the strikes allegedly targeted Islamic State elements operating in parts of the country and were presented as a decisive counter-terrorism action. However, the narrative surrounding the announcement has raised serious concerns among analysts and observers, particularly in Nigeria. While U.S. officials framed the action as a security intervention, there has been no independent verification of the scale, location, or impact of the alleged strikes, nor clear public evidence showing that such an operation was carried out in the manner described. Nigerian authorities have also not issued detailed confirmations matching the dramatic tone of the U.S. claims. Critics argue that the announcement fits a broader pattern of political messaging rather than transparent security cooperation. Trump, who previously campaigned on promises to reduce foreign military interventions and end endless wars, is now being accused of contradicting that stance by endorsing or publicizing military actions beyond U.S. borders. Observers note that similar claims have been made in other regions, often accompanied by strong rhetoric but limited substantiated details. Security experts familiar with Nigeria's complex internal challenges caution against oversimplified portrayals of the country's situation. Violence in Nigeria is driven by a mix of terrorism, banditry, communal conflicts, and economic pressures that affect communities across religious and ethnic lines. Reducing these realities to a single external military strike narrative risks misinforming global audiences and undermining local efforts at long-term stability. There are also concerns that such statements, when framed aggressively, may serve propaganda purposes, projecting strength for domestic political audiences while ignoring the diplomatic sensitivities of sovereign nations. Analysts warn that portraying Nigeria as a passive battlefield for foreign military action could inflame tensions, damage international relations, and contribute to further destabilization rather than meaningful security progress. As the situation stands, many observers are calling for restraint, factual clarity, and respect for Nigeria's sovereignty. They emphasize that sustainable security solutions require cooperation, transparency, and investment in local capacity, not headline-driven military claims that risk spreading fear, confusion, and misinformation among the global public.